Hello, my name is Joan Phillips, and I'm a patient of Dr. Wilson's.
Right. And what kind of surgery did you have?
I had a hip replacement.
Oh,
Yes, and it's marvelous, absolutely marvelous.
And how long ago was that?
That was back in 2005.
Right.
And I was in agony before the hip replacement. I couldn't walk. I couldn't sit. Actually, here at my job, I had to get a special chair that kind of stood up so that I could lean on it and still do my work. It was very, very excruciating. The pain was unbearable. At first, they thought it was my back. And when I went to the neurologist, she said, I can't help you. It's got to be your hip. And of course, I went to Dr. Wilson because he had already done arthroscopic surgery for me in 1999. And he's such a great doctor. He really is, personality-wise and technically. And I had the operation, and the first thing he said when I came out of recovery was, how you feeling? How you doing? You okay? And I said, I feel really good. I mean, compared to what I felt before, even right after the operation, I could tell the difference. And my rehab went very well.
Where was the rehab done?
The rehab was at Lubin in Einstein. And after the rehab, they also I had at-home therapy. And then I had therapy outside. But I was able to come back to work after about 9 weeks.
Really?
And they had thought it was going to be 3 to 6 months. And I was able to come right back. And I've had no problem since. I mean, I have been able to do everything that I could do prior to the pain that I had. And it's just fabulous, absolutely fabulous. I have been recommending it to everybody. I saw a couple of people on the bus once, and this lady told me she was having pain. She was sitting next to me, and she says, it's so hard for me to get up and down because of my hip. And I said, get a replacement. I said, it would be the best thing you could do. And I told her about Dr. Wilson. I even told her, I know who you can go to. You can go to Dr. Wilson. But I think that that you don't need to wait to get a hip replacement, because at the beginning I thought I cried when they told me I had to have one, because I wasn't quite sure of how it was going to be and all of that. But Dr. Wilson assured me once he saw what was wrong with it, and he said, you've got to have it. And he was so reassuring. I had no fears from that time on. And going into an operation like that without fear is the best thing in the world.
Wow, that's terrific.
Yeah.
So prior to that, you had a lot of pain.
I had a lot of pain. A lot of pain. The motion of getting up and down was excruciating. Absolutely excruciating. Unless you've experienced that particular kind of pain, you don't know how bad it really feels. And to have to try to go to work with it, get up in the morning and try to get dressed, it was just debilitating. But
and now
I don't even know I have it. Sometimes I have to remind myself that I've got titanium and chromium in there, but it's marvelous, absolutely. Yeah, it's the best thing I could have done for myself.
Is there anything else that you want to add that you haven't said?
No, except that Dr. Wilson is one of the best doctors that I've ever known, actually. And I've had a couple of other surgeries, but his attitude toward his patients and his explaining to you all the technical things that have to be done and putting you at ease is something that I value in a doctor, especially in somebody that's going to be cutting into my bones. But I would recommend him to anybody. He is fantastic. He really is.
Great.